two things. One, Lucy has decided to join us after all this time. She's worked out that it's warm under the lights. And two, I had the most magnificent lasagna lunch today that my sister Sue made, and that was with Sue and Dave and Trisha and Jeff overlooking the gorgeous Marucci River. So beautiful. Hello, Judy. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
So nice to have you on the show. Now, what is your first piece of random shit that you'd like to share? Oh, my throat's just gone a bit funny.
Well, there you go. Mine's been funny for quite a while. When I thought about it, everything in our house is pretty random. And so I decided to share with you my random brooch collection.
Oh, wonderful.
So it hasn't built with any purpose in mind. It's just built randomly. And before everybody thinks I'll come and maybe make a fortune stealing it, it's worth nothing. So I don't know if you'll be able to see if I hold things up like this is my kilt pin from when I was 12.
Oh, yes, that's nice. I like
Pretty
that.
cool, yeah. I lived in San Francisco, 67, 68. I was a flower child.
Oh, look, I'd love to hear those stories.
So people from that era will sort of relate to this one.
Yes.
Some interesting ones. This I dug up in my dad's garden. It's a medal that it says to the women from Australia. And it was given to every woman who had a family member who was killed in the war.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool, isn't it? It was actually on the ground in my dad's garden.
Well,
so
that's an incredible find.
I'm sure. And another interesting wartime one is this one. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's what's called trench art, made from a coin. And the soldiers used to do it in the whatever they're called.
The trenches?
Trenches, yeah, of course, yeah. And this one's got a coin that's got the Parliament House opening in Canberra. So it's from, it's a coin from the First World War.
Wow.
It's interesting, huh?
That is.
So I don't know how long you want me to talk. You want me to show you some more?
Another two.
Another two? Okay. Maybe this one, which you might not be able to see, but it's actually made from a book, and all these tiny, tiny little bits of paper have been cut up. And it was made by the German president of the International Association of Papermaking Artists.
Wow.
So it's a really cool little thing. And my final one is the pièce de résistance.
Oh, good.
And my sister gave me this brooch.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So
Perfect.
I haven't ever worn it anywhere, but I'm saving it for when I go down to a posh Hastings Street restaurant, and I think they'll love it.
Absolutely. I think you should absolutely wear that to Hastings Street.
Yeah. Oh, okay. One more, because this is when I won the 4th Division Croquet Championships of the Sunshine Coast region, 1998. Good.
Congratulations. Now, Judy, do you wear them with hidden messages so we can say, oh, she's feeling or she's trying to convey this message today, or are you that kind of a person?
Well, I almost never wear them. Isn't it weird?
You should.
I've got a big box full of them. And
yes.
Somehow or other it just keeps growing, this collection.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get them out. This one's got a message. This was my mum's brooch.
Oh, that is very beautiful.
Yeah, and it was about her only piece of jewellery. And for Mother's Day and Christmas, she used to get irons and mix masters and a new washing machine. My dad was really practical, and I've often thought, how she would have really liked 2 brooches.
Yes.
It's a memory of my mum.
That's a nice thing.
That's when I'm wearing that, that's what that says.
Well, I'm wearing one of my mum's brooches today.
Oh, great.
Yeah, because I have a scarf on that my good friend Sarah gave to me, and I just thought the blue brooch would go well with that.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you're looking pretty cool.
Okay, now my first piece of random shit is, and Mary Lou and Sue, you're going to really hate this, but I've just come across these quite empty tins. That one's got, you can hear that a little bit, shoe polish. Empty. Why? Why do I have these? I have no idea. So there's those. This one here, and Sue might be able to tell me, I think we had this one at the Gap, when we lived at the Gap. I think I still have that. And I haven't lived at the Gap since 1981. So that's a while. This probably also came from the Gap, white shoe polish. We would have used that for our netball shoes at the time at the Gap. Yeah, and some brushes. So there you go. I will get rid of those, unless they have some value. What do you think, Judy? Could I use them for something interesting?
Yeah, well, I think an artist might be able to do something with them. But are you sure they're actually empty and not just dried up? I think they're probably dry inside.
Yeah, I don't know. And you could never open these bloody things.
It says got the little clip on the side.
No, this is. Oh, hang on. Here we go. There you go. Camera 3. Empty. Well, a little bit of dried stuff in it. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Some artists will maybe. Yeah. Ken
might. He could put his little scrolls in there. I've just spilt some of the dry shoe polish on my cream pants, so that's going to be a good look. Okay, Judy, do you have a second piece of random shit?
Yeah, my second piece. Well, as I said, everything's pretty random shit in our house. So I was going to talk about this beautiful piece of furniture behind me.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Old marble top washstand. I don't know how old it is, but it's a really gorgeous piece of marble and a lovely little cupboard. So in the very early 1970s, I lived at Jenolan Caves in New South Wales.
Wow.
And there's a big old hotel there. And I had 2 little children, and my husband was a ranger. And so when we first moved there, they put us in this sort of little townhouse overlooking a car park on the 2nd floor. And I was really unhappy, and I had 2 little children. And so they did up in a really old house that had been, I think it had been condemned about 40 years before.
Ooh.
And did it all up for me, but had no kitchen cupboards. So they took me to a storeroom in Cave's house and said, look, have a look through here, you can have whatever you want. And they meant, and so I chose marble top cupboards and beautiful old furniture from the turn of the century hotel.
And why wouldn't you, Judy? Why wouldn't you?
I said, this will be really great for rolling out dough. A bit of marble. Thank you, I'll take that.
I love that. What a fabulous piece of furniture.
Yeah, great story, huh?
Oh, and I'd love, so seriously, I'd love, to hear about your time in the late 1960s and this time at Jenolan. What an amazing place that is too.
Yeah, not at this time of year it was. I used to get regularly snowed in with the water pipes frozen for 3 days. And they just didn't thaw for 3 days. I had an outdoor laundry and a Ringer washing machine that had cold water, and so I just had to put my hands in that in the midwinter.
Yeah. Okay, so not so romantic.
But it wasn't summer. It was a lovely place to live. It was pretty cold in winter.
That's fantastic. All right. Now, my second piece, I haven't brought I just opened up our blanket box this morning to rummage, And I came up with a plastic bag and I hadn't looked in it for a long time. I've taken the stuff out because the plastic bag rustling frightens the cat, so I didn't want to do that. But to be quite honest, I've got no idea why I've even got this stuff. So, like I said the other day, I like the idea of sewing, but I don't sew. And I've just discovered just all of this black fabric. I think that's a sheet. And so this is all in the same bag. So I'm assuming that I've bought all of these things for a particular project that I can't even remember. So some 5-ply standard condition, machine washable, 100% acrylic, so I can't say wool, and some black elastic and some black cord and some more black cord and this. So I'm thinking it was probably going to be a child's costume.
Halloween.
Maybe. We don't do Halloween though, so I've got no idea. Anyway, so there you go.
Well, maybe you were going to become a nun.
Oh, well, I have actually thought about that over the years. It's not the religious side of it so much as I quite like the idea of the solitude and the silence. It's unlikely to happen though.
No, yeah, at this late stage probably, although, Matt would probably think it was a good idea. Have you silent for a while?
Oh dear. All right. Thank you, Judy. Thanks for joining me. It's been so nice to see. I'd really love to see you wearing some of those badges and brooches.
Yeah. Well, one day, if we ever get out of isolation, I'll wear this one for coffee.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Maybe this one as well.
Yeah.
Same that. Same out.
That would be good. All right. Thanks, Judy. Bye.
Bye.
There you go. You can see that I'm surrounded by this fabric. This one here, this orange one, I bought in the maybe the 1980s, in that green and orange time. It might have been the 90s. Anyway, give me some ideas on what I can make with, or what I could make with some of these things, please. Thank you. Yeah, but we've got a Lucy here.
Lucy's For everyone who thinks that Lucy's fake, she's not. She's a real cat, right here, really cute. She's a very